Hey, so David Lammy says that Starmer may not stand for a Labour leadership contest, but the Labour leader Keir Starmer did say, I think it was today, today this morning, that he will support the by-election in Makerfield. Let's see what he says today. This was on ITV.
Well, Susanna, you're right. The last 10 days have been a spectacular own goal for the Labour Party. Now we need to get on with the business of governing. This is not about debate and conversation. It's about governing and delivering for the British people. It's a rare opportunity that Labour governments get this. We only had 22 years in the 20th century. I hope we're going to get considerably more. If we have another 10 weeks of speculation, or if 10 days turns to 10 weeks, we'll be in desperate trouble and the British people will see the back of us at the general election in 3 years' time. Keir Starmer came into office 22 months ago. There is more to do to accelerate the pace on behalf of the British people, to support them through a cost of living crisis, which of course has intensified as a result of the problems in the Strait of Hormuz, and that comes up on the doorstep. Today, I'm launching a youth justice white paper because people raise crime and young people in their neighbourhoods. So all of that we need to get on with and turn the page on the last 10 days.
Was Wes Streeting right last Thursday when he issued his letter to the Prime Minister saying that Keir Starmer wasn't the right person to lead Britain forward? Was Wes Streeting right to resign from the Cabinet?
Well, Ed, I was very sad that Wes decided to leave the Cabinet, but you know that people sometimes do disagree with Prime Ministers of the day and can't be subject any longer to collective responsibility. Michael Heseltine left under Thatcher, Robin Cook left under Blair, James Pennell left under Brown. So this happens, and once you do that, you're free to say what you want. In government, you're subject to collective responsibility, which is that you make a decision and you stand by it. We stood on a manifesto just 22 months ago that laid out that we would be getting closer to the European Union, and I led that process as Foreign Secretary, and I'm pleased that we are now getting to crunch decision on an SPS deal with the European Union, that I secured a defence and security pact with the European Union. There's more to do for young people and the work experience within the European Union. That's what we set out. Of course, the next manifesto is in 3 years' time.
Shabana Mahmood told the Prime Minister last Monday night that he should set a timetable to stand down. If Wes Streeting was right to resign, why shouldn't Shabana Mahmood do the same thing now?
Oh, look, I think Shabana has refuted that, but let's be absolutely
I'm not sure she did. I think the Times reported and have reported daily for the last week, the last Monday night, Shabana Mahmood told the Prime Minister to set a timetable. You disagree with that. Wes Streeting agreed with that. Wes Streeting has left the Cabinet. I'm just wondering why it's one rule for Wes Streeting and another rule for the Home Secretary.
We have collective responsibility, and I saw speculation that I was urging the Prime Minister to set a timetable. Absolute horlicks. I stood by Keir Starmer back in... I
wasn't asking you about you, I was asking about the Home Secretary.
I stood by Keir Starmer back in 2019. There will be no timetables. He's absolutely clear that he intends to fight
But the Home Secretary asked for a timetable.
We must come together now, united on behalf of the British people. We've had a torrid 10 days. Please let's continue repeating it for the next 10.
So just to establish, Sir Keir Starmer is going nowhere, you understand?
Well, there isn't a contest. There is no contest. There's speculation about a contest, and I'm not immune to that.
So if someone gets the 81 MP's backing, then he would consider standing down. But right now, he won't.
Susanna, I'm really sad that we're talking about contests.
Me too.
I'm really sad 22 months in that when there is no contest, that we're having this debate. It detracts from things like knife crime, which I was hoping to talk about this morning on your show, because 22 young people were killed in this country, because people do raise antisocial behaviour amongst young people. They're worried about mental health amongst young people. So I'm desperately down that we're having this conversation. But let me be absolutely clear. I spoke to the Prime Minister twice over the weekend. He's committed to delivering for this country. There is no contest. he will be fighting on. He has my full support, and it is now time for the Labour Party to unite, of course to win the by-election that's coming up in Makerfield, but to continue to deliver for the British people.
And anybody in the Cabinet who doesn't agree with you and agrees with West Streeting should resign, get out and leave you to get on with it.
That's our democratic settlement. If you disagree and you don't feel subject to collective responsibility, then generally speaking, you stand down.
David Lammy, that is very clear indeed. Thank you.
Well, David Lammy, Justice Secretary, Deputy Prime Minister, is keeping it stum at the moment, but there'll be more news coming out on this, I think, during the day, maybe even a lot more tomorrow. But yeah, so the MP in Makerfield has officially stepped down today, so now they're going to start doing this contest. I'm not quite sure what the timetable is for that though, so this could either take weeks or months, so we'll see. But one thing is for certain, Keir Starmer is gonna support Andy Burnham as he pushes to become MP for Makerfield. So yeah, we'll leave it there anyway, and thank you for watching. Hit that like and subscribe. Peace.